Hello and welcome to our special broadcast on the USIBC India Idea Summit. The big theme this year was partnership and prosperity in the era of AI and critical technologies. This comes just ahead of the Prime Minister's visit to the United States and also at a time when US and India are deepening their partnership in defense, clean energy technologies and semiconductors.
On this particular trip, we're having a extraordinary focus on clean energy manufacturing. You see a real drive to diversify supply chains to make sure that these critical areas that we have a broader base of manufacturing capacity. India is a critically important partner in that. A lot of focus for how do we do more, friendshoring in some of these areas. So we're going to have a roundtable tomorrow where we're going to talk about that clean energy manufacturing in India. DFC has made some marquee investments in this space, including with First Solar and with Tata Solar to support manufacturing in India for the solar supply chain, right? But we want to also broaden beyond that. We want to look at wind. We want to look at, the EV supply chain and how we can support that, whether that's in the battery space, whether that's in the EV space, or electric buses and things like that. Looking at cooling, as we are experiencing more and more heat. It's important to find ways to support, cooling, air conditioning, refrigeration, but in ways that are better for the planet and also less energy intensive and also affordable and accessible to the consumer. So I think these are areas that we're exploring, and we want to work with Indian partners. We want to work with American partners. We want to solve for India, but we also want to solve for the world. So that's another big area. Health and vaccine is another big area. Food, agribusiness, food storage. India is in many ways, the breadbasket, and supporting India in reducing post-harvest losses and also supporting efficiency in that area is going to help not only India, but help the region. Financial inclusion in supporting SMEs, and in supporting, in fact, we just announced a project yesterday in Mumbai with Vastu that's looking at the mortgage industry and looking at how do we provide long tenure mortgages that bring home ownership to a broader base of Indians, and particularly in this one, we're focusing on women and how do we help women become homeowners. So I just think a diversity of different areas that we're able to support in India and look forward to that growth.
As someone who's worked on this partnership for over 2 decades now and has seen it change and evolve, what's the most exciting aspect of what you see today?
Well, I think it is this. It is the fact that the U.S. India partnership, and it's beautiful to be approaching it from the DFC angle, but the U.S. India partnership is really about what we can do together. Not necessarily what we can do for each other, but what we can do together for the world. And so, for the United States, India is one of the first stops, if not the first stop, as we're thinking about any big global challenge, right? If you can't solve it here, you won't solve it anywhere. But often solving it here is going to create the solution that's going to support the rest of the world. So we are each other's most important partner in that sense. And today you see that actually manifesting in so many different sectors. And you see that, I think I was hearing from Ambassador Garcetti that we've added so many new dialogues across so many new different areas of endeavor, right, that we just can't even keep track of all the dialogues that we have between our two countries. And, for DFC, what we want to do is take all of these dialogues and actually kind of create the operational element, create, we are the accelerant in that sense. To the relationship.
What could your potential investments look like?
Oh, wow. I don't even want to put a number on it because I don't know. I feel like putting numbers on it actually creates limits rather than all I can say is that, you know, our maximum contingent liability, our total exposure today is capped at $60 billion. But Congress is reauthorizing us. It's in the process of reauthorizing us, and the House bill actually doubles it to $120 billion. So we've got a pretty healthy balance sheet that's about to become even bigger, and you know, there's no limit to what we can do.
On the